welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is the Vent, Rebuild, Refocus podcast presented by We Chat Here. I have the beautiful Sierra with us today. I have the one and only Wolf, and I am that boy Reckless. And today we're gonna talk about and encourage and empower you about finding what you want to do in life. Understand? Like literally sitting down, brainstorming with your support group or just with yourself and finding out what you want to do in life. And then after doing it, understand? It's important to, after you find out what you want to do it. And what are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? What steps are you willing to take to get there? So we're going to talk about it. Understand what it takes, what it looked like to just sit down and really etch out, what do I want out of life? What do I want to do in life? So, Wolf, what have you ever been at a crossroads to where you had to sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what do you want out of life?
Yes, I sat down with myself and actually, to be honest, it was just last night.
Okay.
I was talking to myself, just telling myself, there's no more time to be wasted. I've been wasting time. Things ain't been really just too much going in my favor. So what I did was I had to reevaluate myself to tell myself after starting the next day, which is today, I will be moving forward to make sure I execute everything I need to do, no matter what goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we all come across hard times, but that's being put to the side. You know what I'm saying? And my goal is to become a mobile detailer. My next execution is to purchase some property to have the detail business at a home base and on travel. Third of all, me and my brother are going to invest into a business and we're going to open up a 24-hour chicken spot. And it's definitely going to be vegan friendly. And it's going to be, for everybody to come and branch out with us to, network and do things of that nature and come up with a good, positive menu of what we want to present to the world. So it took me about 3 hours to actually talk to myself in my head about the whole thing. And I actually got a good blueprint. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring it to the table. We're going to do whatever it takes by all means to get everything done. We're going to have all our criteria up under us to make sure that we're totally professional. And then once it comes, it's really just all about the customers. Because without the customers, your business is too much of nothing. So, if you're pushing out good merch, good product, and you're in a good spirit, everything else will pretty much follow.
Okay. That definitely. I love all that.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, man. It took me 3 hours in my head to tell myself all what needs to be done.
But sometimes it's necessary.
Right.
Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes shorter. Sometimes it takes a group of people.
Right.
But to really sit down with yourself, that's a self-audit to really, see what direction you're going and to see where you was at then. And then say, okay, where I need to be to understand.
Right.
So, okay.
Right along with your encouraging word that you had influenced me on as well, actually, was the push through. That was my push through point. So I appreciate you and I thank you.
I am here to definitely encourage my people, my brothers.
Right.
So that's what I know I've been placed on this earth for. I am just but a traveler on this realm. But while I am here to encourage and empower, understand.
Yes, sir.
So with that, what are some of the sacrifices that you're willing to go through and that you may foresee you going through to get to these heights. Understand the food truck, the 24-hour, well, not food truck rather, but the 24-hour chicken spot, the detailing. What like if you could gather your mind on some of the sacrifices and the willing sacrifices and just the role that it's going to take to achieve these measures, what are you willing to do?
Everything that I need to do. I'm putting all the excuses to the side. I'm putting all the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. All that's going to is out the door. I'm 10 toes down. My all 10 fingers is definitely on the table. So I know that by the knowledge and my resources that I have surrounded by me, I know what all I need to do to go on and get everything on the ball rolling. Point blank. Period.
Now, I know you, right? And you are a guy that for predominantly all your life, you always dug into yourself and got it done. Understand? You really didn't rely on people for several reasons. I know one, because in the past, people threw it back up in your face when they gave you aid. Understand?
Right.
And that made you reluctant to. But in today's world and your surrounding team now, are you willing to call for help? Are you willing to say, yo, you know what? I may need some help in this situation. Let me call one of the bros, or because I know in the past that has been a hurdle for you.
Right. But in this time around, it's a whole 360. Reason being is because I'm around the right people. Second of all, my circle and my team is strong and tight. And not only that, we are mentors. We all empower each other. That's what a team is for. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got this on my arm, because this is the life that God put me on this earth to do, is to help people. And not only that, get what I need to do within my life executed as well. So with that just being said, that I do have within this last year and a half, I have a whole different aspect, a whole different outlook on just being around, like I said, the right people. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy, I don't want anybody to hold anything, have an umbrella over me. You know what I'm saying? Because then at the end of the day, if we fall out, then yeah, you may can come back and throw this in my face. But now I have a different aspect. I have a different look. I don't mind the help now, because the help is genuine. Right. It's the difference between somebody helping you and talking about you, and somebody helping you and it's just between y'all two. So I actually learned that, and I'm glad I learned it more so now, as the age that I am now, more so than later on down the road, because it would be too late. We're at the perfect age right now to start getting everything executed, and we ain't wasting time. Time don't wait on nobody. So with that just being said, every day and every minute is valuable, because you're not knowing what next week going to bring you. You're not knowing what 6 months going to bring you. So as long as you stay on your path, stay in your tunnel, keep your team strong, and always never sugarcoat anything if you truly, genuinely love somebody. Give it to them in the utmost spray, but give it to them raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, we too grown to be, going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't handle that, then don't ask for the truth. Because when the truth comes to you, you need to be prepared to be able to suck it in.
Right. So we believe here that to be a good friend, you have to be unadulterated, right? You don't gotta be mean, or you don't gotta try to belittle, but to give honesty amongst friends, I think, is the greater thing, right? You don't want to appease nobody or have somebody go in a direction that is not best suited, but you're not gonna say nothing because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Nah, we don't operate like that on this end. We want the best for everyone on this team. Understand? So it's certain conversations that may be uncomfortable at certain times, but they have to be had, and they will be had. Understand? That's all about the audit, right? I always speak about audit your circle, audit yourself, and we actually do that over here. Understand? It's times Sierra will come and she'll sit me down, audit, and it is what it is. And It's either I'm going to improve or I'm going to improve because there's no other option. Understand? There's no other option. We progress or we progress. So always art is a circle. Understand? And then, we spoke on being humble. Understand? Accepting help. Like we use the example of Wolf, he's been reluctant to accept help.
Right.
But now he realizes, nah, you know what? The help that I'm getting is genuine and it's not mistaken for mischievous help. So to recognize that is definitely it's a big thing, right?
Yeah. It was definitely an eye opener. Not only that, I feel different. You know what I'm saying? More so than, oh, well, I know that if we fall out today, the whole world don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cool.
So, and I wanted to bring that back up to tell the people is recognize your surroundings, understand, know when to hold and know when to fold, so to speak. Understand? It's okay to usher in help. We all need help at certain times of our lives. Understand?
Right.
But definitely, when you could confide in somebody and you know they solid, yeah, don't shy away from the help. Sierra.
But see, this is the thing I was gonna say that this is where people go wrong and why they don't be asking for help, and it's because people feel like they first thing that people always want to say is, oh, they only want to F with you for what you can do for them or for beneficial reasons. How people be saying it like, but the thing is, we all want to make sure we all want to be beneficial to someone. We don't want to be used.
Right.
But we want to make sure we're being beneficial. So actually, I'm opposed to when people say that. I want people to come around me and feel like they can benefit off of me, whether it's from knowledge or whatever type of aid, because that's what God put us here for. And if you feel like you wasn't put here for that, you got some reevaluating you need to do, and that's on you. But we all put here to help and pass on knowledge. That's what God wants us to do, and also to pass on His word, of course. But I think that's why people don't really too much be trying to ask for help, because they always been like somebody trying to benefit off of you. Want people to benefit from you. You want people to learn from you. That's what you want. That's to when people say like, oh, I learned such that make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why. And then another thing I wanted to say that y'all spoke on was about people that throw stuff back up that they did for you. Like, I love those kind of people because you did. And look where I'm at now. I'm appreciative. If you're going to cry about, nothing against you, Wolf, but I'm just speaking in general. If you're going to cry because somebody threw something up that they did for you, I mean, is it a lie? No. I mean, did you help me? Yeah. Now look where I'm at. It'd be a difference if you throwing something up, and I ain't nowhere in life, and then you help me, and okay, then it's a problem. But nah, fuck yeah, you help me, and I ain't afraid to ask for help. Now look where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a much better position. So actually, thank you for reminding me of that, because I also have something else to be grateful for, or whatever the case may be. So I'm just saying all to say, like, don't feel discouraged to ask for help, or when you do ask for help, don't feel shame, because we all need help. It's not nobody on this earth who have not had to need help, period. We all need help, and we also need to be reminded that we have been helped, because that's just something else to be grateful for. And if you didn't have that help, you wouldn't be where you are now. So well, if you did the right thing, of course.
So we are here to be used and not misused. Understand? It's never the use. It's never the usage that we complain about, but it's always the misusage. Understand? So, Sierra, what is it that you want out of life, and have you ever had a moment to where you just had to sit down and to contemplate and to ask, like, yo, what do I want out of life? Like, where am I at right now? Where am I going? Where am I headed? Let's start with that first.
Absolutely. And I do that on a regular, because it's always something that we learn, new every day, something we want to improve. some we probably done seen and we want to try it out or whatever the case may be. So I absolutely do and have. What I want out of life, I want everything. I want everything that life want me to have. And by life, that means God. I want everything that God want me to have. And I pray. I never, I pray I don't miss the opportunity or I be blindsided to what God is trying to present to me by being distracted by other things or whatever the case may be. I pray I never miss that door. But I absolutely do. I'm not gonna lay out my plans. I'm not gonna get into all of what I'm
Okay.
doing. I want to do. That's a little confidential. But just know the blueprint is there. I reevaluate myself and my plans every day. Absolutely. Right now I'm not even. I mean, right now I'm gonna say I'm both. I'm sitting down. I'm contemplating. I'm thinking about and preparing and planning. But I'm also doing. I know you said we always want to think about the after. I'm doing both. I'm thinking and aftering, if that makes sense. So, I know you asked earlier, what are we willing to sacrifice? I'm willing to sacrifice any and everything. I want to sacrifice it all, whether it's losing people, losing things, whatever the case may be. It is what it is because just like a tree, it sheds the growth. So, if you know, you know. But yeah, absolutely, I do.
Okay. Okay. I definitely think that's noble. Understand, I'm in observation of you every day, and every day you get brighter. Every day you bring something new to the table. Understand? Like literally to try to further the movement, to try to further the insight, to try to further the reach. And I'm an observer of that. So it's just not talk. You actually are a doer, understand, of your word. And I commend you for that, understand. It's so easy for your age, right? It's so easy for you to go into the crowd and do what the others are doing, understand? Because they be trying to pull you in. You did. I know, they be trying to pull you back to a comfort spot for them and for you to just be so persistent and above that and keep pushing forward. It says something. It says, you know what, I'm focused because I sat down with myself and I have a plan for my life. Understand? If you don't have a plan for your life, somebody else will. Right. Understand? So for you at your age and just your 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 uh your mind is 10 years ahead of your age. Understand? So for you to be where you're at now is just commendable, understand? And it doesn't need to be swept under the rug, and it never will be, understand? So I think I tell you all the time, I think you could definitely be a mentor for women your age, but well, that's a whole different story, understand, a whole different topic. But
No, I definitely appreciate that. I really do. And I just want to say, like, it's really not easy at all because, like, raw and authentic, being my age, I was just having um the nail tech yesterday about it. Like, I was telling her, we was talking about our age and, things that we used to do or want to do or whatever. But it's like, don't get me wrong. I sit back and think about that too. Like, dang, I'm young. Like, I could be out here doing this. I can be enjoying life in that type of manner. But then it's like, damn, that's really not. I mean, in a sense, it's enjoying life, like the partying, the yin yang, whatever. I mean, it's enjoying life, but at the same time, I'm enjoying life, if that makes sense, with what I'm doing right now.
right.
And like, people would say what I'm doing, like, um, oh girl, you got plenty of time for that. But at the same time, that's so contradictory because we'll say, oh, well, I don't want to wait till it's too late. I want to start now. So it's like, what is we really saying at this point? What I'm doing now, 5 years from now, I'm not even gonna say 10 to 30, 5 years from now, I'm gonna be so, I can't even explain it. The vision, I'm telling you, is there. I see it. But who really cares about what vision you see if you're not being consistent, if you're not being disciplined, and if you're just being a talker? We gotta see the vision, and we also gotta make sure we acting upon it for it to come true. We can see what we want to see all day. So, anyways, I definitely appreciate it. I really do. And it ain't even just me sitting back, reevaluating by myself. Like, it's definitely like we keep saying, and I hope everybody's getting the message that's watching this. I don't care if it's just one person. You need that support system. We always need it. And people think that people be trying to misconstrue that by thinking we need validation from others. It's not so much a validation either. Don't confuse the two, because people think, support coming, because it does. Support sometimes may come in the form of validation for someone else. Oh, you believe me? Oh, I feel good. Oh, you think I'm doing this right? Oh, you think I'm doing this? It's not so much a validation though. We all need somebody in our corner that's pouring into us, period. Because us as humans, we really are our own biggest critics sometimes. We feel like we never doing enough. And to somebody else, I'm talking about above and beyond. Like we like heroes to somebody else. Everybody, really. So I'm definitely thankful for the people that's in my corner, and when I say people, I'm definitely thankful for the ones that's right here on this pod. I don't really have a lot of support, but I'm definitely thankful for you guys. The support there, the pouring into, just like y'all said, I relate to all of that. I agree with all of that y'all said earlier. It's so important. It's very important. Like, if nobody learned nothing from our pods, understand your support system in yourself, of course, is very important, period, to succeed in life. And I know people out there feel like they don't need nobody. Oh, I can do this by myself. And see, you can't. Like, you always gonna have to turn around and ask for whatever the case may be, or whatever it is. Y'all get what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Yeah, fact. But just at the end of the day, I mean, this goes for each and everybody that's on this planet. Anytime you feel like things ain't going right, just take a step back within yourself and try to tell yourself, well, why is this not going right, or what's other resources that you can have to go straight through it. Forget going around the situation. You got to go through the situation. So, I just tell people, man, stay empowered, stay motivated. For and foremost, always keep God first. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I got sidetracked with the Bible. You know what I mean? Because I had been going through what I had been going through, but now I'm back on track. I feel good. I'm more lifted up than more so down. And like I said, at the end of the day, somebody always going through things way worse than what you're going through. So just always know, like my brother always says, it's always going to be bigger than you. You know what I mean? You're not the only one down here. So just get through it, execute it, stay humble, stay empowering. Me personally, I've been a mentor. If you ask me, I've been mentoring people all my life. I've been helping people all my life. So it's like, if I can do that, then me helping myself and empowering myself, bossing up is nothing. It's easy. So
The thing is,
Oh, no, go ahead.
don't be afraid. This is the problem. People be too afraid to outgrow people. We all gonna outgrow people. It's okay. And don't get so caught up in life. Seriously, it's not like we making it out alive. Don't get so caught up in life. Don't let that go over your head. It's okay to outgrow people. It doesn't matter about you being friends for 15 years. It doesn't matter about that's your mama, your daddy, your auntie Sally. We don't care about that. Once God revealed that door to you, open that door, please.
yeah.
And leave them behind and shut the door behind you. I don't even give a damn if you look back and wave. Bye. Go through the door and go fulfill your purpose and do what God has planned for you. Or or you're gonna be stuck in that cycle forever. Nobody want to keep being stuck. Like you said, you said something so they stuck with me. Like, don't be one of those when you pop up at a place and you're like, oh, you still doing that? Like, come on, don't be one of them. That's not. I don't ever want to hear somebody say, oh, you still. Oh, you. Nah, I'm not. You want to always be elevated.
Right. And then
Always be
action always
elevated.
speak louder than words anyway.
So, has that boy Reckless ever had to sit down with himself to figure out his direction in life? Absolutely. Positive. Wholeheartedly. Yes, I have. I understand. And so I have sit downs, and it is about progress, right? Because I know what I'm called to do in life. Understand? I am called to give the tidings of the gospel. Understand? I am called to empower and encourage the masses. Understand? That's what I am called to do. Understand? I am here to cultivate and to prick the minds of my people to think and to conduct on a higher level. Understand? A higher vibration of what people speak about. That is what I'm here for. So when I sit down with myself, I look at progress. Understand? Am I progressing every day? Is every day a progressive day? Because when you have progress, you have life. When you have stagnation, you have maintenance. You're maintaining, right? Anything that's maintaining isn't thriving. You ever get the question, yo, you good? Yeah, I'm just maintaining.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just maintaining. So you're actually just staying where you're at.
Right. That's basically what you're saying.
That's it. You're staying afloat. You're maintaining. I never want to be maintained. Understand? I always want to be moving upward, thriving and striving. So when I have to sit down and I think, I'm like, well, okay, did I make progress today for my calling? Understand? Did I empower? Did I encourage? Did I edify? Understand? And if those three wasn't met, I did nothing. Understand? I gotta reevaluate why. Why every day I can't encourage and empower and edify somebody? Because it can happen.
Yeah.
Understand?
Then every day you wake up, you're able.
And every day I wake up, I'm able to do it, regardless of my mood, right? Because if I go out with a certain mood into the world doesn't know about it. So if I project that onto the world, I'm at fault. So that's all I rate is progress. Understand what progress are we making? What am I willing to do to encourage? What am I willing to sacrifice to empower? Understand? What am I willing to do? I live by all means. By all means, understand. I gotta get the word out. By all means, I have to encourage. By all means, I have to empower. People hear some of my conversations and they be like, "You go with that person?" No, no, this ain't that. To empower somebody doesn't mean you're trying to court. Understand? To speak words of power is something.
It's a direct.
It's direct. It's almost intimate. Understand?
Right.
Because you're trying to move a spirit. You're not just soothsaying. Understand? To really empower, you're really trying to move a spirit. You're trying to talk life, and you're speaking life into somebody. That's what I'm here to do. That's what We Chat here is about. Understand? To where you got 1,000 friends, but nobody to confide in. We are here to speak life into you. Understand? To say, hey, who told you you're not power? You don't have power. Understand? As CEO would say, who told you you didn't have power? Understand? We are here to talk it into you because it's so prevalent in this world that we go out every day and we feel powerless. We feel like we can't do it, but we can. The victory is already ours. We just got to go through the road. This life isn't that hard, right? To where we can't see in our life somebody else may be going through something more harsh. Right? And if we could look at that, we could be humbled and say, you know what, it's not all bad. Understand? It's not all bad. Even in my turmoil, I could still have a good spirit. I could still have good energy towards people. So progress, that's always on my mind. Understand? My progress for my call. Understand? And to empower, like I say, to encourage, to edify, to enlighten. These are the things I do on a daily. And everything isn't broadcast, right? I have a lot of one-on-one interactions. And I love it, understand? I love those interactions because you could see the countenance on somebody. Understand? You could see the spirit gets rejuvenated and they're jovial from the conversation. Like they might see the scully on, they might see the bed crazy, but after the speech is spat forth, is a whole different mood, is a whole different mindset. So and that's why, that's what I'm here for. Understand?
Like with me, I always get hit with the, oh, you're not like how you look or how I'm supposed to look, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that. How do you take that? Do you take it in a negative way? You take it in a positive way? You know what I'm saying? And it's funny to me because it lets me know further that, oh, you're judgmental. You know what I'm saying? I had opened up a door yesterday for a lady and, you know, she was kind of up in age. I helped her in the establishment and everything and walked her to her table, sat her down. And right before I was about to walk away, she said, that was the nicest thing somebody have done for me in years. And I told her, I said, well, I always would cater to my peers, no matter what race you are.
Right.
So that made me feel good about myself, you know what I'm saying? Just to know that she felt, you know, warm and gentle, that I helped her through and helped her go sit down. So that was just a blessing on my part and a pat on my back to know that no matter what you go through, every day you can improve. My biggest thing is to never get comfortable. Because the moment that you get comfortable is the moment that everything is like a domino effect. Things can get to falling off the tree.
Yeah, always like, so let's reiterate, right? If you got something you want to do in life and you sit down, you figure it out, do it. Understand? Go do it.
Please. I mean, what I have done, I have literally wrote it down. I sent the prayer up and the blessing came down.
It could be accomplished. Understand? And then after you find out what you're willing to do to obtain what you want to do. Understand? I got a slogan. I do what I like in life. Understand? That's not to mistake. I do what I want to do. I do what I like. Now y'all can ask me, well, Reckless, what do you like to do? So now we talking. Understand? I like to empower. I like to encourage. I like to enlighten. Understand? I like to edify. So when you hear me say, I do what I like to in life, take it as that. Understand? Don't always take it, oh, it's a negative. No, understand? Because I'm trying to bring that good energy, right? It's
Trying to shift the room.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We're building a cult. It's a village around here.
Look, no, don't say coach. Don't say coach. Please, no. No, but we're definitely building an empire, right? Of beautiful minds that's gonna shape the world. Understand? We trying to shape the world to thinking just at a higher level. Understand? The way I was raised, the way he was raised, the way Sierra was raised is three different layers, right? But what if we all was raised wrong in somewhere?
Right.
So we all have three different paradigms that we're gonna come to a situation with. So the best thing to do is to audit how we were raised and to unlearn and relearn.
Right.
We can't be so far from our we can't be so far from society to where we think we know it all. When that's just not the case, understand? So to unlearn and relearn is something that's major on your journey in life, understand? And to apply the knowledge that you learn.
Right along with the pressure behind it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just, you just can't look back. You gotta keep looking forward. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. I mean, you can say this, but not do it. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Showing it and seeing it overpowers all of it.
Let me add two things. Um, let's make sure we're being aware and staying away from those people when you are in the midst of thinking about what you want to do in life, and the people that always be like, well, I don't know if that's gonna work, or I don't know if you should do that, or yeah. Stay away from those kind of people. They have no type of belief or faith in you, okay? And they ready for you to fail. I'm gonna say it just like that. They know you're gonna fail. They don't believe you're gonna make it. We gotta watch out for those people, because that's all we have around us. It's always someone trying to knock us off of something we believe in, and then somehow we fall compelled to it, and don't want to do it no more, when really you could have been making millions or whatever by now. Done flourished and succeeded from that. So stay away from those kind of people that every time you say you want to do something, they got to be the negative Nancy's and the Debbie Downers. Also,
And we ain't got all the yes men. You don't want nobody around you that's always telling you yes, 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 yes.
That's a fact too. That's a
yeah,
fact.
that too. Yeah, because, well, you know how the real gonna ride, the fake gonna divide.
But I'm
So
gonna tell you something. This is when you know when you're a leader. When you get phone calls of people asking what we're gonna do today. Like, come on, we all grown. You know what I'm saying? You can plan an event, but I'm not about to tell you what we go do today. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody on a different mission. Or as a team, we all on the same mission. So, luckily I don't get those calls no more. But just like you said, man, just do as you please, stay in your circle, stay in your lane. And for the most part, God will always guide you in the right direction. It's just all about if you're willing to go through the direction. And I'm
also, if it's something that you want to do, just because someone else doing it, don't feel like you can't do it, or you're not gonna profit from it either, because everybody is pretty much out here doing it. There's nothing on this earth that someone done just created and no one else is doing, unless you're doing something like, quite frankly, disturbing. But it's a lot of disturbing things going on too. So just we don't care that Sue and Sally selling lashes. You go sell lashes too. You never know. Everybody know different crowds. You never know who you are influencing or impacting or whatever. And also, when it comes down to people who's sitting down and planning on doing any type of business or whatever, don't be afraid to charge what you want to charge, And don't ever go down on what you want to charge to please nobody, because just because you feel like you want to charge 125 and so say they don't want to pay it, I promise you they're gonna put it in somebody else's pockets. We got people out here paying $500 for designers. Like, come on, seriously. Like, do what you, just like that Baruch said, do what you like to do in life without a care of how someone else feel about it. And make sure you stay away from those Debbie Downers that every time you want to, you say you want to do this or believe in this, they got to come behind it with, I don't think you should, or I don't know if that's going to. Stay away from those.
Right.
A majority of those is always like your family for some apparent reason. Just stay away from them and succeed in life at what you want to do, because that stuff comes from within. If you feel it in your heart, you didn't get that feeling from nowhere. You know that came from God. God is sending you a download, and you need to go fulfill it. You need to go do what you got to do by all means to pursue on.
If you got to keep that brick wall up, please keep it up.
Hey, that was a great word, Sierra. Definitely, that's prevalent information right there.
Absolutely,
because
everybody's looking for a handout and a discount.
And the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, this is the thing: to recognize those people for who they are. Understand? Like, oh, that's it. Oh, that's his cousin. That's just no. Debbie Downer. Understand? Out. Go. Understand? Don't even bring your ideas to these type of people, because, like Sierra said, they always are gonna be against it. It can be the most easiest, simplest idea. Oh no, you don't want to do that. Well, why not? Because, oh, okay, you one of those. I understand. The because.
And I'm still gonna pray for you. You take care.
Like, come on. But no, yes. So that's not okay, right? Like, hold on, wait. You still didn't get a reason. No, the reason is because. Like, all right, cool. All right, shout out to you. Moving right along.
Right.
But no, I think that's relevant information. I hope people take heed. Don't be afraid, like Sierra said, to outgrow whoever. When you're talking about your life, understand? Don't like, oh, I had to outgrow such and such. Congratulations. Understand? You moved on. That happens. If they're not productive and conducive in your life, you don't owe them nothing. I guarantee you, when you pass away, nobody is running and jumping in that casket like, yo, I gotta die with them.
Man, that's real spirit.
It's not gonna happen. Understand?
Yeah.
So, let's not stray. We just wanted to come and encourage you guys, and empower you guys, and enlighten you guys, and edify you guys. Understand? Like I say, you're gonna see us from today until today. Don't let that go over your head. You know? Also, we've had new inventory on our store. Understand? WeChatHere.com. WeChatHere.com. We will leave it in the description for real this time. Understand? We will leave it in the comments. We'll post it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Like, check us out. Understand? It's okay for you to go on our online store and to purchase something. We're not prohibiting you from doing it. It's okay. Understand?
It's totally fine.
It's totally fine. And
then the blessing part about our merch is everything's affordable.
No, right. So, and the thing is, you know, I call our online store the feel good center, because when you look good, you tend to feel good. And that's what, you know, we're trying to bring that feel good atmosphere. And if you see the Almighty, understand, this is from New Vintage, understand. And I would definitely drop the link to that as well. New Vintage is definitely a new, refreshed look. Oh, it is brilliant. Understand? So let's support our people. Understand? And support does not only come through monetization. Understand? If you share, if you like, if you tell a friend, if you tell a friend to tell a friend,
Right.
I think you support it. Understand? I think that's important.
Absolutely.
Because it's so often that we wait for things to flourish. Oh, before nah, let's help it flourish.
Right.
Understand? Let's be the one that been rocking it since the beginning. And then once somebody get wind of it, oh yeah, oh you don't got this edition, understand? Oh yeah, this was a 1-on-1 right here, understand? So let's help. It's okay.
It's definitely okay. I mean, we're here to fix and get to the root of the problem and get through the problem is the whole ultimate goal. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to put you on medication. We're not here to down you. We're not on negative time or anything to that nature. It's all about uplifting, rebuild, and focusing on what's next.
And if you are looking or question like, dang, how can I be a part of that uplift? How can I get some of that empowerment? Book a free consultation on WeChat here. It's free. Okay, a free consultation. Let's get them vent session in. And also we're not just we are. I mean, we empower. So 3 things you should know about WeChat here. We empower, we uplift. You can vent with us, chat with us. We got merch, and we also offer other services if you need help with business, entrepreneuring. We do tutoring. We really do it all, y'all. Dead ass. Like we do a lot. Y'all just gotta tap in. Like we really could teach, like literally put you on. I'm telling you, especially that we're reckless. Like this man is the computer. Dead ass. Like anything you want to know.
Like a generator.
I'm telling you, like he's extraterrestrial. I don't know. I feel like he's a dome or some shit. But nah, tap in, y'all, for real, dead ass. We know it all. We well, not know it all, but we know enough to render as much aid as possible. We know a lot of resources. We network with a lot of great people. Come get you some. Literally, come get you some of this, because this is exactly where it's at. Now, I ain't saying you could be on the team. It's my team. Nah, I'm just kidding. But nah. Book that free consultation, y'all. Go check out our shop.
Go ahead. But live life, love life, pursue happiness fearlessly.
Before we close out, I also wanted to let everybody know that it's open availability. If you want to come and sit down and, blog, we can definitely do that, make that happen. If you want to have a sit down on a personal level, that's always open. We're never closed with that. It's always available.
No, absolutely. So this is the thing. Just book. Just go on the site and book. Understand, and will definitely be available. You have all our availabilities on the site. You'll see Wolf, you'll see Sierra, you'll see mine, and just book.
Right.
The podcast, it is invite only. Understand? It is by invite only. So we don't have it's not like they can hit us up and like, yo, such and such, such and such.
No,
It's invite only. Understand? So, it is what it is, right? Because we want to make sure we safeguard the vision. We want to make sure we safeguard the direction.
Exactly.
Right? So, with, and that's just our preference, invite only. So to those who have been guests on the show, shout out to y'all.
Yes.
We definitely always
appreciate it.
Y'all, you understand? And we'll be looking forward to having more guests and, those guests come back. So, but it is invite only. So,
absolutely.
Hold us out, Sarah. Or did